Hey everyone, it's Matt, and today I am going to be playing a little game called Deep Rock Galactic. This is a very fun co-op game that I've been playing with some friends lately, and though it is co-op, you can also play it solo, and so I decided it might be relaxing to make an ASMR video of me playing it. The game can be stressful at times, but that makes it more fun, of course. However, because this is an ASMR video, my intention is to try and make the game as relaxing as possible, so I'll be turning down the difficulty and all that, but before I begin, I'm sure some of you are wondering, Matt, what is Deep Rock Galactic? Well, it is basically a space mining game of sorts. In a few ways, it's a little bit like Minecraft with guns, but long story short, you are part of a dwarf team on this space rig here, and from the space rig, you go on missions where you drill into various I don't know if this is various planets or parts of a planet or an asteroid or something else, but I haven't really looked much into the story and lore of this game, but long story short, you drill underground in these space locations and dig up various materials for use by the dwarfs and so on. And in the process, there are many enemies and creatures and so on that will defend everything, and you have to take care of them and survive and get back without dying. But anyway, here we have the space rig. It's where you can do various things like choose a mission and activate an assignment where you have a series of missions you can do to unlock something, say a new weapon or whatever. You have the equipment terminal here, which is where you upgrade things and unlock certain things. And various other things like a pickaxe, customization, terminal, a wardrobe. You get the idea. And like many co-op games, there are a few different characters you can play as, each with their own abilities and so on. I've primarily played as the gunner, and this is how I've customized my gunner. He's very colorful. Yeah, I guess the best way to show you what this game is like is to just play it. And so we're going to do that. But before I go on a mission, I'm going to go over here and check the Abyss bar to see if there's any beer that I'd like to get. Some of the beer will give you various perks and enhancements. So in this case, if I go to order around, today's special is pots of gold. And with pots of gold, you get 100% more gold when mining, meaning each piece of gold you mine will be worth 2 pieces. So that's a pretty good one if you want to make a lot of money. So I'm going to spend 3 barley bulbs here and get some pots of gold. Do note that to keep the volume level down, I'm using a mouse that I'm not quite used to because it's quieter than my normal mouse. So I apologize if things look a little wonky with the view here, but anyway, I got some beer, and let's drink that. There's some very interesting things you can do with the beer, but that's for another time. And once you're done with the beer, you can just throw your mug over there or at your co-op partners or whatever. And so now, what I'm going to do is select a mission. There are various biomes. I guess, yeah, this is one planet. There are various biomes here that you can choose from. Each has their own terrain and obstacles and hazards and so on. And everything in the game is procedurally generated, so no 2 levels are alike, no matter how many times you play the game. But yeah, it says new missions here in 26 minutes. Certain places will only be available at certain times and so on, but long story short, I have here a mission available in the dense biozone. that is relevant to my assignment, and it is a mining expedition to collect morkite and fossils. We could also choose kind of a relaxing looking area called Glacial Strata, very icy and cool and blue. But the only mission available right now for that is not my favorite type of mission, so let's go ahead to the dense biozone and do this mining mission. So I'm going to do a solo, and normally I play at 3 or 4 difficulty out of 5, with friends at least, but because I'm trying to be relaxing and I don't want to get overwhelmed with enemies and all that, I'm going to put it down at low risk, hazard 1. So let's confirm the mission, and now all I have to do is get inside the drop pod, which will drill into the planet where I need to go. But first, let's kick some barrels. Anyway, now let's climb up here and get into the pod. Also note that on these missions, a solo mission at least, you will get a little drone that'll follow you around and help you do certain things that a co-op partner would normally do, such as reviving you a certain number of times if you die. But I don't anticipate that I'm going to die today, so hopefully not. There's a little drone, and yeah, his name is Bosco. But I'm going to throw out a flare here. You have to throw out flares to light some of these places, or most of these places really. And here we have a little scanning laser pointer that will tell you what you're pointing at. Here we have some gold, some common rock, an exploding plant, etc. And this here is the mule. The mule will follow you around, and you put anything you mine into the mule to be taken back at the end of the game. So let's take a look around here at what we got. Seems I've fallen into this little pit here. Let's fix that. Okay. And the flares do burn out after a moment. So you gotta keep throwing more flares. So anyway, let's take a look at my equipment. The equipment differs by character type, but the gunner has a very powerful gun. Right here I have this kind of double barrel machine gun that speeds up as I shoot it, like so. And I'll shoot these exploding plants for target practice and to get them out of the way. Though there are other guns you can unlock for each character and so on. And here I also have a pistol or a revolver of sorts. And a zipline gun. I can point this at surfaces as long as they're not too steep, and create zip lines that I can ride across chasms or other things like that. And finally, I have a shield generator that I can throw down to create shields in the event that I'm surrounded by enemies and need to try to survive. In the lower left, you can see the blue meter and the red meter. The red meter is my health. The blue meter is my shield. And my health doesn't go away unless my shield deteriorates, so standing inside a shield will also regenerate my personal shield. But anyway, you get the idea, and I'll explain more as I go along. So let's start by getting some gold. I could use a zip line to get up there, but there's a limited number of zip lines per ammo refuel, so I'm not going to use those just yet. And as you can see, my gold filled up, so I need to run back to the mule and put the gold in there before I can get any more. I'm actually going to call the mule over here, so I don't have to keep running. Here comes the mule. And so now I can deposit it. And let's get some more gold. Like I mentioned, because I got the pots of gold beer, I'm gonna have to keep refilling pretty often, or dumping it out, depositing it, because each piece of gold is worth 2 pieces. Oh, sorry, Bosco. Okay. So, let's get up there and get that last bit, if I can. I'm not the greatest at this game, but I do find it fun. And in some ways, it's actually pretty relaxing when you're not being surrounded by enemies. Of course, because I'm playing the lowest difficulty, enemies are going to be relatively sparse, but you do get swarms from time to time. Anyway, that's the gold over there. Let's take a look around and see what else we've got here. So, right here we have Nitra. And Nitra is a resource that you have to mine if you want more ammo. Once you have 80 Nitra, you can call in an ammo refuel or a resupply, and it'll drill into the level from above, and you can take some ammo from it. It's very useful, especially in co-op missions where you're using a lot of ammo for all the enemies that appear to fight you all. Alright, let's start exploring and see if we can find some morkite and fossils. Let's take these guys out. Mainly because it's fun. They're not that much of a threat unless you're surrounded by enemies and you're not being careful where you shoot, but I like killing them anyway, or blowing them up anyway. So typically, when you find kind of a dirt area like this here, it means that you have to dig through to get to the next section of the map. So if you hold down tab, you can see where it connects. So let's dig down here. And while I'm thinking about it, let's put the nitra here in to the mule. Sounds like there may be enemies past here. There's a bit to the right. Oh, there we go. Getting spit on by a Praetorian there. So let's dig a bigger hole here so I can get through. Praetorian is one of the bigger enemies in the game. Not the biggest, but you'll see. And here's a Clifford Grunt, one of the most common enemies. Let's watch out here. Okay, let's not walk through. So a Praetorian, oh wow, Praetorian is really easy on difficulty 1, but when a Praetorian dies, it lets off this gas. And you gotta wait for it to clear out, or if you have fire of some sort, you can blow it up and get rid of the gas, but the gas will hurt you if you're not careful. But anyway, the next time I see a Praetorian, I'll show you how to properly fight one. Anyway, let's not waste ammo on these. Here's some more nitra. And because I don't want to accidentally shoot that and blow it up, I'm gonna... this might... yeah, that's a little too close. I shouldn't be blowing these up, so I'll just be careful not to hit that. And of course, because this is an ASMR video, I am going slower than I normally would to keep things calm. Normally I move a bit faster than this. Here we have these little glyphid swarmers. They're little guys, they don't pose much of a threat, but at the higher difficulties, if you get surrounded by them, they can do a fair bit of damage pretty quickly. Here we have red sugar, but my health is full. Red sugar will refill some of your health. Let's go down here. So, this looks like a rather large open cavern here. Some more red sugar up there. And that up there is a Nadasite cave cruiser. Pretty harmless. We also have a loot bug up there. Loot bugs are harmless little bugs that will drop loot when you kill them. But I feel bad killing them, so I normally don't do it unless it's absolutely necessary. By loot, I mean gold and nitro, typically. I think that's all they ever drop. But let's get up here and see what's up there. Sounds like we got a swarm coming, so things might get a little chaotic, but at difficulty 1, probably not too bad. Where are the bad guys? That guy's also harmless, the silicate harvester. Here they come. This is rather anticlimactic compared to the difficulties I'm used to, I'm gonna be honest. Looks like they might be coming from up there. Where are the bad guys? Ah, here we go. So there's an acid spitter. They spit acid at you. A glyphic grunt. We have these little, I think those are nadocytes. They're like little jellyfish. Yeah, I must say, this swarm is incredibly tiny and calm compared to what I'm used to at levels 3 and 4 with a full team. This is barely even a swarm whatsoever, but that's okay. The point of this video is to be relaxing, isn't it? So, nothing says relaxing like very few enemies that die very quickly. Almost done, apparently. Oh, thank you, Bosco. Where'd they go? The music's still playing like they're here. Wow. That kind of sucked. Anyway, let's keep going. Look for some more kite and fossils. This is interesting. We have these, I think they're called elevator plants or something like that. Yeah. Normally they don't stretch this far like that. That's a weird procedural generation thing going on, I think. But it is bringing me towards the first sighting of Morkite and a fossil. But this is not a great place to get it from, so let's dig through here a bit. Alright, Morkite is kind of this turquoise color. Okay. Is that all of it? Looks like most of it, if not all of it. That's about 29 Morkite. And a fossil here if I can get close enough to reach it. Fell off. That's okay. I took some fall damage, but not too much. Oh. I also got hit by a cactus. Or a cave urchin, as it's called in the game. But either way, I got the fossil and the Morkite. So, let's call the mule over and deposit those. I can already see over there an alien fossil. So we're going to have 2 fossils real soon. Alright, so let's get that next fossil. And another one over there too. Looks like some little guys. They're coming out of these holes here. But yeah, you eventually get good at spotting fossils even in the dark. So there's one. And the second one, where was that? It was up there, right? Okay. Can I climb up there, or will I need a zip line? Let's see. I can probably dig through from behind and get it. Maybe a bit slower than a zip line, but more ammo efficient. There it is. Oh, fell again. But this time I used my hover boots, which are a rechargeable perk that I unlocked. So, let's get this fossil too. Getting a lot of fossils. Come on, mule. Alright, so we have 29 out of 325 morkite and 4 out of 10 fossils. And I can see glowing there in the darkness some morkite. Not much, but I'll take it. Though it does go kind of deep in here. Technically it's more than at the first morkite sighting, so that's good. Anyway. 73 out of 325. Let's take a look around this cavern and see what else we have. Gotta be careful not to run into these cave urchins. Some more nitra. Almost. There we go. Oh, there's a Praetorian. So a Praetorian is best if you shoot it from behind. Many enemies in this game have glowing weak spots, and you just shoot the glowing spot for the most damage. Though, I'm not sure we're going to see any of the extra special enemies in this Hazard Level 1 run. There are some much bigger and much more dangerous enemies you can see in the game. Much more interesting, really. Okay. Whoops, didn't mean to click that. Alright. I'm not really that great at finding things, honestly. I'm not a great scout. But usually if you go long enough, you can find what you need. So I'm not sure if there are any fossils in here. If I missed an obvious one, I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep going and see what we have in the next area. I think I saw a place to dig somewhere over here, but my sense of direction isn't great. So I'm probably totally off with that. Yeah, I think I'm totally off. Maybe over in that direction. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I'll grab this red sugar. Back to full health. Alright. I keep trying to throw a flare when I need to wait for them to recharge. So here's some more dirt. And it looks like it's just kind of straight through on the left side here, so let's dig through. big bug up close. I'm not gonna kill it. I'm too nice. Tiny bit left up there, it looks like. Yeah, that should do it. Where is the mule? Sounds like we're getting a swarm. Is it really going to be a swarm though, or just a few enemies? Because the number of enemies we got in the last swarm is like on a light mission what we get between swarms. Well, there's definitely some more enemies this time, so that's good. More interesting. But they die very quickly at this lower difficulty level too. There's another fossil. Let's grab the fossil. And this stuff, if you walk through it, it's a web. And it does exactly what you'd expect a web to do. Alright, halfway done with fossils. And some more Morkite over here. Very nice. You know, I almost want to redo this video with a higher difficulty because I was not anticipating things being this boring in terms of enemies, but maybe another time. If you guys like this video, let me know, and maybe I'll do another Deep Rock video at a higher difficulty at some point. We'll see. No promises. And some gold. Very nice. Bosco's doing all the work for me. Come on, Bosco, let me shoot some bullets. Molly is the nickname for the mule. Come on, Molly. Alright. That's 55 gold. And another 55. And another 55. So you probably can't hear it because I'll be turning down the volume of the game for the video, but it sounds like there is something nearby. What it is, you will have to wait and see. But there are certain things in this game that you have to listen for if you want to find them easily. That looks like all the gold. Okay. Okay. On the left here. Looks like there may be a way through to it, but I'm just going to dig through since it's close. You might be able to hear it now. And there it is. This is a battery. And if you find two batteries and the thing that they go to, which is over there, you can unlock some special loot and usually a cosmetic item, like a new skin or something like that. So here's one. And there's a Praetorian. Let's take care of that. Too easy. thanks to Bosco, of course. So we're going to have to listen for another one of these. But this right here is an optional material called Illuminite. And Illuminite and other optional materials are used for purchasing various things and upgrading and so on. So it's always good to get any materials you find, even if they're not the the requisite materials for the mission. Speaking of optional materials, we have here Pismore. And I'm not entirely sure where this room fits into the layout, but I'm going to explore it a bit anyway before going back into the tunnel down there. I think that's about it. Almost halfway done with Morkite. Looks like we have an acid spitter over there. But I'm gonna walk around a bit. And some nitra. I got spat on a bit. Okay, this I think will be a good opportunity to show you the zipline gun. So I can get this nitra. I think even if I don't need an ammo refill, I'm going to do a drop of ammo so you can see what that looks like. And I will say, for those of you who may think this game looks kind of boring right now, it is definitely more fun in a group of friends at a higher difficulty, a lot more exciting and a lot more fast-paced. But this is an ASMR video, so you know the drill. Anyway, while I'm thinking about it, let's call in a supply drop. Cost me 80 nitra. Worth noting, if you stand here and it lands on you, you will die, so stand back. And there it is. Each one has 4 pods of 50% refuel or resupply for all of your weapons or items. Which is good for a team of 4, but it's kind of overkill when you are playing alone. Anyway, let's keep looking around. Let's get up here. Here's another optional material, starch nut, and some more morkite. The mule you go. It's been a little while since I've seen a fossil. I feel like there must be one. Whoa. What was that? Oh, it sounds like it was a jellyfish or a nadocyte. But Bosco took care of it. Bosco is making this a walk in the park. Seems I may be writing the loot book. Yep. Did not realize what I was doing there. Anyway. Nothing up here. Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay. So now, I will say that trying to focus on having a quiet voice and remain relaxing has made my sense of direction a little bit iffy. So, I feel like I'm kind of walking in circles right now. Oh well. That's okay. What do we have here? Alright, so this is the hole where I came from. I think. Let's just go back in there. Yeah. Actually, yeah. I feel like I'm very lost right now. I think that may... No? Don't mind me. Here they come. Supposedly they're coming, but I don't know. Where are the bad guys? These are the most pathetic swarms I've ever seen. Alright. Alright, that's where I came out of, actually. Or no, that's where the battery came from. I hear him, but I don't see him. Bosco, I wish I could turn Bosco off right now. He's making it too easy. I think there's that. Anyway, let's look at the scanner here. I feel like there should be another battery somewhere nearby, but I haven't heard it. They're usually not too far from a crate. What is down here? I hear it. Right there. Excellent. Is this a dead end? Oh, it just comes right back out here. Okay. Very nice. Let's see what we get. Let's repair the cargo crate. Very nice. Look at all these materials. And here we got a mechanized skin for my pistol. Very nice. I'll have to equip it later. Anyway, I think I want to go back out the hole where I came from. If I can find it. Actually, it looks like, yeah, it looks like this whole thing is connected to the tunnel anyway. It's very close by, so let's go dig through somewhere. Looks like I can dig through up here. Yeah, right over here. Sounds like it too. Hopefully these sounds aren't too jarring for you. I'm going to keep the volume pretty low. Easy. Watch out for that acid spitter. Is this what I think it is on the ground here? Probably not, but let's check. So there are certain materials where if you see a pattern on the ground of dots of that color, you can sometimes dig through and find a big chunk of it. This big chunk of gold. Very nice. That's quite a bit of gold. Anyway, let's keep going. Speaking of gold, there's some more. Up the zip line. Of course. And back for more. I think that's that. There's some on the ground there. I'll get that in a second. And some morkite and nitra and illuminite. Very nice. And bismar. A lot of materials right here. Gotta be careful. Though those cave urchins don't really do much damage at all. So as long as you're not being too stupid. Or in the middle of a battle where your shields are down. Alright. There's a tiny bit left up there. You don't need to get every single bit of it, but it is helpful to finishing the level more quickly instead of having to keep looking for more badges. I imagine there may be some fossils in this room as well, based on the abundance of other materials. Even more nitra. And morkite. Let's get the morkite. Alright. And for the nitra, a zip line. I'm getting way more nitra than I need as someone who doesn't need to reload anything. But I believe anything you mine counts towards your experience points at the end, so it's at least good for trying to level up. But on that note, I'm going to leave that there so I don't waste any more zip lines right now. Ow. I fell pretty far there, but that's okay. Mostly only hurt my shields. Where are those fossils? Note that the fossils are a secondary objective, so technically they are optional. If I give up after too long and I don't feel like looking for them anymore, I can just go back without getting all the fossils, but I won't get the maximum score. Alright. Let's get back up here. Alright. Let's look around this upper level now. Nope. Or maybe I gotta go up there. I'm not sure our definitions of big are the same, Mission Control. You see some more Morkite. Alright. I'm sure Bosco will take care of it. Most of it. Uh-huh. Where are they? There they are. Come on. You can do it. You can't kill me, but you can climb up here if you really want to. I'm gonna go down there. There's a Praetorian. Let's take care of the Praetorian. Whoops, didn't mean to fall. Alright. Easy peasy. Very easy. F. I do like fighting enemies from zip lines. It can be very satisfying and relatively safe. Bosco's just doing all the work for me. Alright. So is this cavern just a dead end then? Looks like it may be. Let's see if the scanner sees anything else over here. Yeah, not really. They're actually up there. Let's go up here. Here's some more enemies. Yeah, I think this way would be another one. And some gold. Come on, Molly. There you are. Everyone loves gold. Everyone. Maybe not everyone, but I love gold. Not so much that I'd ever steal it, but you know. Alright. Yep. Sounds like some enemies on the other side. And hopefully some fossils. While I'm at it, I might as well show you my grenade. The grenade I have equipped right now is a grenade. Well, you'll see what it does. It creates a bunch of fire. Useful for dealing with large groups of enemies, but there's a fossil. The grenade has not been a necessity whatsoever in this round, though. Let's get that fossil. Can I run and jump to get it? Yeah, okay. And some nitra. Why not? I need a little more morkite as well. Speak of the devil. Alright, Molly. Get over here. This should finish up my morkite requirement. And it'll just be fossils I need. Here we are. There's no sense in getting additional materials of the required materials, I think. I could be wrong, but I don't think anything additional counts towards your score because the number in the upper right never goes up, like with the other materials. Okay, let's jump down here. So, these are core infusers. If I insert a tridolite key, something will happen. And that something is a little mini-boss of sorts. To be honest, I've never seen this one. I think it's a mini-boss. It's actually been a little while since I used a tridolite key. I may be misremembering things, but this is one aspect of the game I have very little experience with. Let's see what happens. I don't know what this is, really. Whatever it is, hopefully it won't kill me at hazard level 1. Alright. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so we have to farm cursite, these things, from the enemies before the time limit's up, and throw them in there. I imagine this will be pretty easy with the low number of enemies. There's a Mactera spawn. They spit things. Alright. 3 more. Where'd they go? There they are. 1 more. And there we are. Very nice. Got some loot from that. And to be honest, I don't remember exactly what happens now. Some starch nut down here. You can't crouch, unfortunately. So, 3 more fossils and we're out of here. Unless I run out of patience and decide to leave without them. Which is a possibility. That does happen from time to time. Sometimes these things are very well hidden. guess I should be going down. But before I do, I'm actually going to Google this because I want to make sure I'm not missing something and I'm not entirely sure. So, give me 1 second. Alright, so, turns out there's nothing else I can do with this right now. If I had an item called a blank matrix core, I could insert it to get something, but I don't have any of those, so it just gave me some loot, as well as a boost in experience points at the end. Didn't mean to shoot my gun there, but that's okay. Hopefully. Where are the fossils? Some more gold over here. Of course. I see a fossil down there. Okay, let's get this gold. That's a lot of gold. I have over 800 gold so far. It's a lot of money. Deposit time. Alright. Oh moly. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, loot bug. I'm not going to bother those little slivers there. They're not worth much, if anything. Okay. So let's go get that fossil. And I imagine there are other fossils in this rather large cavern. There's also a swarm. But I'm not worried, as you can imagine at this point. Alright. 2 more fossils. Here's some gold. Come on, Molly. Where are the bad guys? There are the bad guys. I'll show you what the shield looks like as well. That's the shield. Oh yeah, that's right. If I point something out, sometimes Bosco will be able to mine it. Which is quite useful in some situations. I'm just gonna mine some gold. Don't mind me. Okay, fine. I'll shoot the bad guys. Maybe not, if there are no bad guys left. Wrong button. Alright. I heard that. There you are. Over 1100 gold. Not bad. Alright. Let's look around for the last two fossils. I'd say visually this is one of the less interesting biomes, but there's some pretty neat stuff in the various biomes. Here is some Illuminite. And in case I need any more zip lines, I'm going to call a resupply. Here it comes. Here it is. I will get full ammo on everything. Alright. Time to look around some more. Let's find those fossils. There's one. One left. Alright. Thought I saw a tunnel somewhere nearby that might go to another fossil. I'm not seeing any obvious ones from here. But maybe, just maybe. Alright, here's that tunnel I saw. Let's look down the tunnel. And while I'm at it, why not? Alright. Is that what I think it is? Yes, it is. And that about does it. So, let's get Molly over here. And throw them all in. Something was shooting me, I don't know what. I'm guessing Bosco took care of it. Alright, so now, once you finish mining everything you want to mine, you push this button here to call for the drop pod. Unfortunately, the drop pod does not land wherever you are. It lands in a random spot, usually somewhat far from you, and you have a 5-minute countdown to get to the drop pod before it takes off without you. And the entire time, enemies will be spawning along the way. It can be quite challenging sometimes, but usually it's not too bad. Alright. How are we going to get up there? It seems the Molly is going this way, so let's follow it. The Molly does leave a trail of flashing green markers wherever it goes on the way to the drop pod. Though sometimes it'll take a route that you can't actually climb yourself, so you gotta be careful when you're following it. This level doesn't seem to have particularly difficult terrain, so I should be able to figure it out. Up we go. It's 173 meters away. Pretty far. Seems like it went up there. Okay. Let's get up there with a zip line. There's a Praetorian. And another one. Up we go. 3 minutes, 18 seconds left. It's rather dark over here. Alright. And through the hole. Let's be careful. I will say this one seems maybe even further than the average drop pod in terms of distance. Surprises me given the hazard level 1 difficulty. I'm stuck in a hole. Come on. Oh, come on. Okay. There we go. Getting closer. No, not that way. This way. Oh boy. Getting a little nervous. I think I'm a bit lost. Ah, up there. Okay. So down. And... where is that hole? Ah, there it is. That hole is in an awkward spot. It was hard to find. Alright, I should be able to do it now. Come on, come on, come on. Almost there. Almost there. About a minute left. Seems like it's pretty much back where we started. Okay. I think I can run up here. 47 seconds. And there it is. Here we are. Very nice. Mission status completed. I will say normally I finish a mission in 20 to 40 minutes, but it turns out going slow for an ASMR video takes much longer. But anyway, I got here 72 kills, 1,714 materials mined, 0 revives, and 0 deaths. Revives are when you revive your teammate, and deaths are what they sound like. This is a plus 25% bonus for hazard level 1, and this is the complexity and length of the cave system. Here we have the money I made, 6,174 credits, broken up by the various ways I got it, and the optional materials I got, as well as my experience points. Total mission time, 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 50 seconds. So that's that. And that was one for my assignment list. And once you're done, you can check your key performance indicators. If you have any achievements you've unlocked, you can collect perk points and unlock various perks that you can equip. So yeah, that was a mission in Deep Rock Galactic. And I do hope you enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed making this video, and I do think it's a very fun game, especially with friends. So I hope you found it entertaining or relaxing or whatever. And thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Have a good night.